Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be checking out the newest color variation of Civivi's compact knife, Gordo. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome compact knife from Civivi and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because you do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Civivi for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Let's begin with a quick size reference, just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife. Here it is next to a large permanent marker. And here's a quick look at them vertically next to each other, so you can compare the thickness of the marker versus the knife. And let's take a rough measurement here with the blade closed. Looks like we got just about 3 3/4 inches long. And now with the blade open, pretty close there. And back to vertical. Now let's get a rough measurement here with the blade open from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle. So we got 6 inches right here. Looking like just about 6 1/4 inches overall length with the blade open. Let's have a look down at the top of the knife here, so you get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife. And it is really thin liners. So here's a pair of chopsticks. This is the thicker side, and it looks to be thinner than that. So that's pretty thin. Let's run a ruler across that way and see what we get from scale end to scale end. It looks like we got just about, what you guys think, 3/8 of an inch thick? Let's have a look at the thickness of the blade over in the thumb ramp area. And it looks to be just about 2/4 thick there. All right, let's run a ruler across here and see what we can come up with. And it looks like it's just a smidge in between 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch thick. All right, let's get this knife on the scale so you know how much weight you're going to be carrying around. Coming in at 2.9 ounces. That's pretty light. And just in case you're wondering what 2.9 ounces might feel like in your hands or your pocket, well, if you got some AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 3 of those and 2 US quarters. In addition to this new pink G10, they still offer the original 3 colors, which is a black G10 with black blade, green canvas micarta with satin finish, and a nice Gaborsha wood handle with Damascus steel. But this one here is for anyone that wants to rock the pink. You got 2 opening mechanisms. You got your dual thumb studs and your flipper lever up top. Gorgeous milling on these thumb studs. Cutouts on both sides on the handle, making it very easy just to rotate the blade around. Lock it into place. And of course, with a little bit of practice, if you apply a little bit of upward pressure on the thumb stud, you can flick it open. Here is a closer look at the flipper lever at the top. It's got some jimping all the way around the lever. And all you got to do is pull it back. The opening action on this knife is incredibly quick and crisp. Because of the small size of this blade and the cage ceramic ball bearing pivot, it absolutely flies open. Your locking mechanism and blade release is a liner lock. So if you follow this liner around, you'll see that this arm swings over to the base of the blade when it opens. So as the blade is swinging open, it locks into place. To close it up, all you got to do is move it on the side. And this is small enough to handle with one hand. Let's have a look up front at this gorgeous blade, starting off over in the thumb ramp area. Nice little slant here. Very comfortable when your thumb is on there. Here's a closer look at the jimping. Right, going to tip that sideways so you can see how far apart they are and how high they are. Feels really nice. This little curve in here makes this look like a harpoon blade, but they're calling it a drop point. Beautiful satin finish. Nice milling here. You can see all these bevels that are cut out here. Nicely done. And with most flipper levers, when you kick this lever around, it appears here on the bottom, and it acts as kind of a finger choil and a finger guard at the same time to stop your finger from slipping out in the front. And that little space there also makes it very easy to sharpen the entire edge from the tip all the way down to the heel. We got this big, beautiful belly, perfect for slicing and rock or chopping. Combined with this hollow grind here, you see this nice curve here. You can see that there. It comes down to a really thin edge here. So combined with this big belly, it's perfect for slicing. Steel type being used is D2. High carbon stainless steel with 13% chromium is going to give you really good corrosion resistance. And D2 is known for its exceptional wear resistance and the ability to maintain an edge. And as we're going to see with this hollow grind and big belly, takes a nice fine edge. Let's have a closer look at these pink G10 scales. Texturing is pretty fine, I'd say. Let me tip it sideways so you guys can check that out. Not aggressive at all. Just a single line milled through that hole there. And it's cut straight through the liner. Nicely milled all the way around. Let's have a look at your grip dynamics. We have a really curvy handle. And with this swedge cut out in the top, you can grip it like that. Like this. Use that choil up front like that. Back it up like this and use that angle on the thumb ramp. And when you're holding it back like this curve feels really nice against your thumb. Now on the other side, this is a compact knife, so it's difficult to get all of your fingers on here. There is a lanyard hole back there in case you want to put a lanyard on there and get a little bit more grip for your pinky. But people with large hands may not like this one. Let's have a look down inside at the lining, and you can see just how thin these liners are. Wonderful job there. And again, skeletonization on both sides, making this a very lightweight knife. Here's a quick look at the torque screw hardware and the Civivi logo up front. Let's have a look down on the top of the knife here. And as a backspacer, they've used standoffs. Love the way that looks. Here's a closer look at your pocket clip. And that's going to be ridiculously deep carry. It's going to disappear in your pocket. And it's so lightweight, you're not even going to notice it in your pocket. And it is not reversible to the other side. And this will be tip-up carry only. Here's a quick look at what this knife is going to look like when you jam it down in your pocket. Pretty deep carry. Almost completely concealed. Alright guys, let's do some cutting with this factory edge. Got a little bit of paper here. Let's do some nice slicing. Nice and smooth. Cuts all the way through. No toothiness. Nice. Alright, let's put that belly. Alright, let's put that belly on some 550 paracord. Easily done. Let's close it up with some cardboard cutting. Got a couple of layers of cardboard. This belly should absolutely destroy that. Ooh, running out of real estate there. No problem. Once again, guys, this has been the newest color variation of the Gordo. Incredibly compact and lightweight. This thing is going to be so incredibly easy to carry in your pocket. It's just going to disappear, but yet still has a nice, big, powerful belly to get you powerful cuts and slices. If you're looking for a new compact folding EDC knife, this could be a great option for you. Well, alright, guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife from Civivi, make sure to check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.